Hi, this video is a part of data visualization with Python playlist. In this video, I'll explain drawing of bubble plot using Matplotlib. This notebook contains different types of visualization, but in this video, we are interested in bubble plot using Matplotlib. So we will load the Canada dataset where we are having immigration data for different countries from year 1980 to 2013. In the first step, what we are interested in is dropping all of these unnecessary columns. Once we drop all of these columns, we are left with this odd name and these columns from 1980 to 2013. This odd name should be renamed to country. So for each of the country, this single column and all of these columns will be remain in this data frame. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll set the index to be this country column. So this country column will become index, and all of the columns from 1980 to 2013 will be its values, or are the columns. This will be index, and all of these will be the columns from 1980 to 2013. Then what we'll do is we'll find out the total number of immigrants for each of the country by adding the whole data frame along first axis. Because the whole data frame now contains the values from 1980 to 2013, so it will add another column of total values. So this will add another column of total. Okay, once we've added this column, then what we'll do is we don't want these years to be the columns. Instead, we want these years to be in the index, and I mean in the row. So 1980 should be here, and 1981, 81, 82, 83, and these countries should be in the row, in the column. So all the columns need to get down to rows, and all the and this single column, column containing information about different countries in row form need to go up into these column form. So let me show you what do I mean. So what I want is years in such a way that for 1980 all of the values of immigration for each of the country is represented in this form. So all of the countries has been transposed to these columns, and all of the years has been transposed down to these rows. So this is basically what we are doing here. We are transposing these years. Once we have transposed this data frame, this first part is creating a list and extracting out all the years and transposing it. So once we have this transposed data frame, then what we'll do is we will convert all of these years from string to integers, because we'll be using these values. Then once we have converted it into integers, then we will call these values, these transposed year values, and we'll give a name to this index year. So once we have given this index a name of year, then we will reset the index. By resetting the index, we are getting all the usual index values from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now once we have resetted the index, then the whole data frame looks like that. Now, given this data frame, we are interested in extracting out the data for China and India for all of the years. Okay, we will be using this plot function of data frame, and this plot function is inferring this first value, this year. We'll be using this year as x-axis, and the y-axis will be used for China separately and for India separately. So I'll explain this normalization part in a little bit, but before that you need to understand that once we have this data frame, we are going to use this plot function of data frame, and this plot function is internally using matplotlib functionality for plotting different kind of plots depending on the value that we are giving to this parameter kind. So we want scatter plot basically, and box plot is a scatter plot, but with added information of size of each scatter point. The greater the value of y, so the greater will be the size of each scatter point. So such a scatter plot becomes a box plot. Okay, so how do we add this size information? I'll come back to that, but before let me show you that in this plot function, this x and y contains the name of the column of the data frame that we want on the x-axis and the y-axis. So we want on the x-axis year, so all of the years will be on the x-axis as shown, and on the y-axis we want China and India separately. So this first plot will be for China and the next plot will be for India. Okay, once this is clear, then let me show you this size part. Okay, so to determine the size, we want to normalize the data set. So all of the immigrations need to be between 0 to 1. For that reason, we will extract out the data for China, and we'll subtract it from the minimum value, and we'll divide it by the maximum minus minimum. So it will generate all the values from 0 to 1. The range of values will be between 0 to 1 for each of the year. Okay, The same thing will happen for India. So we have immigrations from China to India, from China to Canada in range of 0 to 1. The same goes for India. The range of values will be between 0 to 1. Now let me explain all of the other parameters. The figure size is just explaining the figure that we want to plot on, the size of figure that we want to plot on. This is the whole size of figure. And this alpha is basically used for transparency. How much transparent do we want? If you look at this blue dot or this green dot is for China, so transparency is 0.5. It means we could see the background of this figure, even though because it is not it is transparent, and the transparency is 0.5. So this is what we mean by transparency by alpha. Then we are giving green color to the China dataset, and then this S is basically the size parameter, and this size parameter is taking the values, this data frame, or this single series values, this single series containing values from 0 to 1. However, when this value is 0, what will happen is that the size will become 0, and that data point, that scatter point, will be completely disappeared. So consider this small point, this will be disappeared. For that reason, what we are saying is that add 10 to it. So the minimum size that we want is 10, and the maximum size of this scatter point is what we want, 1310. So when it is 1, the value of norm India is 1, the norm China is 1, then we multiply it by 1300 and add it with 10, so the size becomes 1310. So the maximum size is 1310 and the minimum size is 10. So this is what we mean by passing in the weights. If we decrease this value, so all of these other values will become less. So the size of all these scatter points will become less. So this is something we could play with. Okay, then finally, this is this X limit that we are using. This X limit is actually telling the total X labels that we want. We want the X labels from 1975 to 2015. Why do we do that? Because we want this plot to be wider than the usual range. So we have a range of the total range is from 1980 to 2013, but we want this plot to be in between range of 1975 to 2015. This is what it shows. Okay, once it is understood, then this plot, when it is plotted, the handle is given to this variable xx0. So this plot is actually the handle is with xx0. So this is important. Why? Because above this figure, on this figure, we want another bubble plot for India, and all of the details are almost same, but one of the detail is that we are saying that this second plot for India should be plotted on this base plot, and this base plot is stored in this variable x0. So this is the simple explanation. And we also store this whole plotting of both China and India in this x1. The handle is given back to this x1. We could do a lot of things with that even, but it is not but this is not the place to explain these details. I'll be making a lot of other videos where I'll be making videos for customizing different kind of plots using these lower level of matplotlib functionalities. But for now, you need to understand this handle that we have given back to this x0, and this parameter that we have passed as x0, that we are this simply means that the plotting of India should be done above or on this figure that we have created. Then finally, we set the Y label, we set the title, and we set the legend. So this is the legend. So we have two legends, China and India, and the location for both the legends are upper left. This is a parameter, and you could search it out. There are different values we could try for, and then we are using this font size to be extra large for the legends. We could also play with that. I mean, this is how we create bubble plots. I hope so it makes sense now.